Whole PlayStation thing. Hey, Ricky, check if I'm broadcasting again, man. I think the broadcaster may have fucked it up. New broadcast. Still gotta play by the rules. Alright, guys.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point.
Oh man, what the fuck happened here, man?
No good. That is his
He gave me a big face.
point miss of the season.
Now I don't want to give me the right shit. That's some bullshit, man.
So the lead stands at 6-0.
I lose by one, be pissed, man. Cheated me.
Richie James now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Bitch, laughing at me, the Steelers came back and beat me. Cheating motherfucker.
He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A throw on the first play from Rodgers. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to.
Hey man, I think you hurt the Ravens, man. You just kept on in second
Put
motherfucker.
immediate pressure
Just shut
on the
that shit down.
secondary and let them
I think
know,
if you hurt the Ravens, you
game
just kept
on
on in
tonight,
second with
you
them.
better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. Even though that ball falls in.
What a hit, guys! Pop them! What are you talking about? I play the Steelers next week.
Mike Williams, the one he was looking for. From the gun, Rodgers. He manages to get the throw in.
How the fuck he get open like that?
Bring him down on the other side of midfield.
God damn it.
And this is what you can do when you have.
Welcome to the channel. We almost at 60. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and strike a like. We're 59.
Sometimes
Trying to
it's
get
just
60.
as simple as my guy is better than
Watching
your
Bengal
guy.
football,
We're
baby.
Just keep giving him a chance.
Waiting to get back to the Super Bowl so we can play them Niners again if they make it.
On the option, here's Hall. He'll get this
What
in
around
for
Hobaleni.
about 3. Chris Jenkins, there on the tackle. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Second and 7. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. And they're going to get to him and take him down.
Way to go, guys. Way to go. Welcome to the channel, guys. If you're not a member, please subscribe. Trying to get to 60. Watching Bengal football.
You have to rush the
in
quarterback
broadcast mode.
Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X.
Playing our
And when you
franchise.
do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this
My boy over there playing with his 49ers. Oh, what a hit! Big sack.
Again, the second time with a sack on
Fuck
this
out of here.
drive.
Aaron Rodgers.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections if they want to be able
Playing
to
all
get
these
their
rookies, guys.
quarterback
They
in
got
any
playing
sort
all
of
his season
established
guys over
rhythm
there struggling.
and timing going
D
forward.
Bears.
They're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed.
Same 49. We ran out of real estate, man. I'm going to score right here, man. It's over with,
To
bro.
the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt.
I know that. Leave me the fuck alone.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Bengals offense and running back Jalen Wright headed back to work. And he has made his presence felt in the ground game already in this first quarter. And it might very well lean on him the next 3 quarters, too. A carry here for Wright. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. They run on the jet sweep. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll look to throw. He's got his man, Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
On the give, it's right. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. That's Jermaine Johnson there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. In motion, Peoples-Jones. Here comes the jet sweep. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
This is just another creative wrinkle that they can add to their offense to help move.
Good job. Way to get it. All right, guys, we're not out of this.
These tight ends can create. Man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
That man over there.
They don't do a ton of sweeps throughout the course of the game, but they do just enough here and there to keep the defense guessing.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. He'll look to throw. Open man. That's Gibson. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
All right, now, just come on, though. You got to tighten up, baby. Tighten up. Here's 2nd and 9. On the hit, here's Swift. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Greenlaw in on the tackle. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. 50 cents.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw. Short throw taken by Pitts. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. Now they'll set up to throw. The ball comes out. The Jets have got it. A big hole inside the 30. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. And a mistake by the young quarterback, and this defense gobbles it up and takes it in for the score.
You know, Mike, you're going to get a lot of fun moments, but you're also going to get a little bit of this learning curve, understanding sometimes just it's better to live to play another day. Get the ball out of your hand, don't take the hit, don't take the sack, and definitely don't puff up the ball.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense are going to get set to take over once more. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught left side by Pitts. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. In trouble. Down he goes.
Come on, guys. You're not blocking.
Preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. So it's 4th down, punting time. Ethan Evans to do the honor. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return.
That thing going fast, boy.
Will take over. The Jets offense ready to get back.
How fucking far was that?
Their lead is
That's too
just
far,
a
man.
point. As they begin it
Oh, okay,
on this
so
drive
made
for
that.
1st and 10. Throwing, Rodgers. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity by the time.
Inside the 40-yard line.
This was what every offense
Come on,
looks to do,
guys.
Mike. They want to attack the
Welcome to the
middle
channel.
of the
Welcome to the
field. That's the
channel.
most
If
valuable
you're not a
real estate
fan,
in
please
football.
subscribe.
Oftentimes,
Try to get to
that's where the
60
trick
likes
plays
and
come.
60
Give it to your
individual
receiver on the move and
signed
let
on
them do the
members.
rest.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the give, it's Hall. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he is taken.
That's some bullshit.
Big gain on that one. Great way for them.
Come on, guys. We cannot lose against no ragged ass Jets. Who did that? They go that fucking rabbit straight again. Shit, motherfucker.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Rodgers now. Blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Now Rodgers. His pass caught by Richard James.
Every
Come on,
defense in the
guys.
league
What was
will
that?
stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this
We're
case,
not playing
there's
good
just
defense,
too
man.
much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines, and you allow him to operate.
Man, he threw the ball to the sideline when he was looking at the sideline. He's looking behind his back.
For a long
That's some
day.
cheating throws, man.
He decides
He
to
ain't
go with the safe
gonna get the
throw,
sack.
throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Zerline's kick is good.
Did
And
you
the
rumble,
Jets
man?
extend their lead to 10-6.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on free and extend their lead.
This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Bengals.
All right, guys, we got to go down here, get a touchdown.
Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive.
Bomb.
He'll air one out for Higgins.
Pass interference.
Penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there.
Automatic 1st down.
First and 10.
Come on, man. What are you doing, little guy?
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
Drop
They just
that.
rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
This one not going to get there. From distance, it is.
They making a 55-yard field goal, man. They just cheat you, man.
And they are not able to draw closer.
I had to win too. That motherfucker didn't get close.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Should have punted the ball.
A 1st down throw from Rodgers. That's to the running back, Brees Hall. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers.
Pico! Oh, he dropped it! God damn it, guys!
He was looking for...
They threw it right to you!
And that'll set up 4th down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have.
That was a
back,
pig
and I
six.
think that last
Wasn't
one
nothing
falls
but
in that
daylight.
category, but the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them,
I tell you, this
they
game
find
going, man.
themselves
They're
with the
gonna keep
lead, despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
The Bengals
Oh, Bears, y'all getting the ball back.
at it. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Wright. fumbled the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. On the ground, this is right. And he'll work his third to the 35. That's Jermaine Johnson there on the stop. Third and a yard. Run again with Wright.
Really just the same approach that an
He's doing double coverage, man. That was stupid.
sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to struggle for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Now this time they'll look to throw. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So the hope is, when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. And the big night continues. That last run gives him yardage to put him over 100 for the game. First and 10 now from the 36. Quick throw here is complete.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. Try him again. Another one to Higgins. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll run with Wright. And
all right, good job. Get this lead back.
takes it in. Jalen Wright. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year.
Oh, I got you picked that.
What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd
Yeah, ain't gonna play
rushing
one tonight.
touchdown
You
of
want
the
to be
game.
at night,
And
boy.
some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to
There's
finish
some Bears
off these
games to
runs.
play after
That's
the Bears
exactly
and
what
beat
this
you.
guy has been able to
You
do
play with the
today.
Bears.
We're just getting started.
McPherson now for the PAT.
Hey, man,
He knocks
you ain't
it
the only
free.
undefeated team no more,
And the
guy.
Bengals go up by a field goal as they lead it by
Hey,
3.
man, you talk shit, same thing you told me, bitch.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8.
Look at the Bears record over there, man.
Right at the 29-yard line. The Jets offense ready to take over once
Let me
more.
just sack you. Yeah.
This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two
Hey, you got no
sides
choice.
as this drive kicks off with first and 10. Going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall.
Come on, man, ain't no way you got no 6 yards out of that.
Following a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. Another run here with Hall. And he'll get this close to the first down.
Say denied.
But it still leaves 3rd and short. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard. Now an injury timeout, and that's Breece Hall, who is struggling a bit after that play. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run with the former Badger, Braylon Allen.
Oh, come on, man. He's going to run people over. This is fucking.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute,
You hit him at that.
that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Play fake. It's Rodgers.
Pick off.
That's over the middle.
Thank you, Rodgers. The guy standing right there.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions.
Did you get another Bears San Fran game, bitch? Bears against San Fran again? Oh, that's Jeff plays San Fran. That's right.
You're not going to get away with it at this level.
The Bengals offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They lead by a field goal.
Yeah, join us with the undefeated ranks now. It's okay, man. Sorry, bro. We get over it.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there. Defensively, all over it. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Here's a screen coming for Wright. He's going to be very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
And he's going to have a Bengals first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. The gun, he'll throw. That one pinballs around, but is incomplete. DJ Reed that time. Good tight coverage, and he's able to get a hand on it.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
It'll be a pickup of 10. It's a Cincinnati first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. Besides this.
What game is that? Huh? Who's playing? Who? Okay, hold on. Let me get the logo for you. Okay. Chiefs versus Bears Thursday night. There it is right there. On Fox. I do the special ones, dog. Just for you, man. All right. What's out there? You still use the same broadcast or you starting over? See, that janky broadcast didn't use that motherfucker. Oh, man. The Bears. Huh? Let us know when he's live.
Problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll get this complete to Gibson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Thursday night, that's why, man.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding
You
the
bet you don't practice
situation.
on Thursday at all.
How many yards do I need to get for the first down? To just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball.
God damn it.
Across his body, but it's intercepted.
God damn it, little guy.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line. You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
This guy was wide open. Man, plant your feet, man.
The Jets offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Strong running there, pushing his way forward to gain a couple. Second down and 8. Conklin goes in motion. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, where the coach is Jonathan Coachman.
Yeah, that's funny.
Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much.
You gotta wrap him up, man. You gotta wrap him up.
This is the EA Sports halftime report. Time to take a look around the
I learned that the hard way, man. You gotta keep pushing the square, man.
We'll begin up in the Still City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, where you see the final score there. Justin Fields, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, we can't lose this game. The Steelers on our ass. They 5-2, and they beat us.
And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Will Levis, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, this will be one to tune in for, as they've got a good one lined up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills.
I don't think you lost up there yet.
Out of running back, Jalen Wright.
Hey, this is on Monday night
He's
game.
over 100 yards rushing for the game already.
Now, what was your game Monday night? What was your,
This one's been as good as
No, I'm talking about your other game. Your,
separating these two teams.
they should put that score up there already. I'm on a Sunday night game.
After the break, both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here.
I thought I got the ball at halftime.
Who wins this one?
I took that fucking field
3
goal.
points, all that separates
That
these
was
two
dumb.
sides.
I wouldn't even did that.
Half number 2 kicks off. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be
Oh, look, guys, you keep throwing interceptions, man. You may become a silver guy. You keep this up.
Offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's home. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Devin White, that time on the stop. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, Rodgers. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your passing
Rush screen pass.
it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL, and they want to find themselves having any chance.
Fumble, good. What a hit. Yeah, man, that's a Coach Jules hit right there. Hi-yow.
Sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase.
That was a Coach Jules hit right there.
But before it turns into
That was Coach Jules hit right there, boy. Look at this. Pow!
It needs to be put away. Properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body.
Coach Jules hit right there. Oh, we stood him up, boy. Oh, we stood him up.
You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Have a short field, looking to build on the lead. Here's 1st and 10. The kid here to right. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Quincy Williams in there for the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, That's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And that one is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Could they have caused a push-off there?
Still 1st down.
Why they call pass interference on my guy? I've never seen that.
Faking the give, and he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This one from 41 yards out. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment.
Yeah, man, we trying to get this dude what he asked for, man, and we fucking our game up, man.
Boy, some
Fuck
bulk
that
in the
dude,
formation
man.
on
You
the
want to leave,
right
leave.
side.
Fuck you.
Here for 1st and 10. Rodgers. That's caught by the tight end, Tyler Conklin. And I'm up and down, just shy of the 40.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And not a lot there. Only up to about the 41. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
That was wide open, guys.
Is one
Wow.
of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire
What y'all doing?
stadium
Y'all ain't playing.
is
Y'all ain't playing
laughing
around
at
putting
you.
you in.
All I know is, firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Hey, man, I tell you what, man, this game go along, man. It seemed like because they got all these draft choices and stuff, make their teams better. Seems like the settings changed, don't it? These teams get better now, boy. Huh?
And he'll get a few yards on this
Teams
return.
fighting now, boy. They ain't playing against playing last year. They ain't got what they needed.
The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They work with a 6-point advantage. as they start this drive on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to right. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. This is right. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up 3rd down. Back to throw. Open man. That's Gibson. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job
That's so
on this
sad,
drive,
though.
Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air?
You got a running back on your team, man.
Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable?
If you got a running back on your team, you don't run like you used to.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down. This one finds Peoples-Jones. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Hassan Reddick there to make the play. Quick throw, taken in, and that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's a run. And he will score again.
Touchdown, Bengals. Let's go. Get the game. Let's go. All right, now. That there was probably what I would call what
year.
that man would say, the put away
And making a
drive.
hat trick. That is his third rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
Back on the ground and back to right. And he finds his way to the end zone again. Scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend the lead.
There you go, Bears.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now Rodgers and the Jets ready to take over once more. And as we take you back through the highlights, there aren't many of them from a quarterbacking perspective. He's been unable to sustain a lot in any of these drives and does not have a touchdown pass to this point. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Catch made right side by Wilson. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Shotgun snap and a give to Hall. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Devin White, that time on the stop. They'll go again with Hall. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield.
Got the bomb
And that's
on him.
gonna bring up a 4th down.
On these guys.
On now comes the punt team for the Jets. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The visitors' offense. And their running back set to go once more. And as we go through the highlights, no shortage of touchdowns today. 3 trips to the end zone in this one. The combination of power, the speed, everything on display, and the defense has seen it all. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. A pickup there of 13. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Football continues.
Hey, how do you sub players? How do you bring that roster up when you're in the minute when you're in the thing? You know how to do it? Huh? Okay.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. Higgins sent in motion. They run on the jet sweep. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Higgins sent in motion. Here comes the jet sweep. And a nice gain there on first down.
Kind of like a little bitch, man, like a little boyfriend.
For 8 yards.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's
Good
get
night,
the
Hope.
first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that game.
Here's 2nd and 2. Now this time they'll look to throw. Pushed by Higgins, who makes the grab. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far that has proven to not be the case.
He's got his man, Peoples-Jones. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. First and 10. throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Jordan Poyer had the good coverage, and he knocks that one away.
It's his ability to change direction. He's able to go from his back pedal to then driving that route fast enough that he gets to the ball immediately as it arrives, and he's able to knock it down.
There's that man again. Another catch. That's catch 3 just on this drop, and it gets his team a first down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Motion man, set right. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on first and goal. Here now, second down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's good.
Hey, thank you very much, man. I'm playing with the Bengals. Laughing at my partner, he quit. 49 and the Bears getting their butt beat. You can, if you haven't already, man, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for being a member.
It's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
McPherson, good on the extra point.
Good job, Bengals.
And the Bengals will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, here's James. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Throwing, Rodgers.
Oh, that's some bullshit. Come on, guys. Let me get that.
A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over?
Pick though.
Try to swing it outside, and it's
Got him.
intercepted. That's the linebacker, Logan Wilson.
Good job.
Well, the quarterback trying to find somebody open there, but that time, instead of finding his running back, it goes back the other way for a defensive score.
Mike, I think this is just one of those cases where the quarterback's just a little too casual with the throw. He kind of goes to his running back late on the check down. He never sees the defender until he's chasing him on his way for the touchdown.
On is McPherson for the extra point.
Good job, guys.
It's up and through. And the Bengals are able
Let
to
him put the
extend
game away.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, here's James. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Let's go back and scroll through some of their drives. One theme, Greg, going to keep emerging throughout. Too many turnovers.
Yeah, I think it's been a combination of just carelessness, right? Some sloppy play offensively that has caused some of them. But also, let's give some credit to the defense. I think in a lot of the cases, they're also forcing these takeaways, punching the ball out, going up for interceptions. They've been in the right place at the right time. So, combination of really good defense at times.
Look at the scoreboard, old boy.
Really bad offense. The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Taking off.
Hey.
Rodgers has done this long enough.
All right, man. Thanks for watching, man. See you tomorrow.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
That's to the right side and incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
And that is incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there, or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they found themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
And he's going to grab a Jets first down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Rodgers going up top again.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes, and once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork, a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate and an opportunity for a big shot. You end up falling short.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. Open man, right side. He's got it. His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down. To the air once more. It's Rodgers. Catch is made. That is Williams. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Rodgers. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the ground, this is right. He'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
They'll put a receiver in motion right. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And once again, they try the same run. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's 3rd down.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing. I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. After that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Yeah. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. He'll get that to Wilson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. That one knocked away and incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only rotating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
That one caught by Wilson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical. If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given, but it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw them on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
Throw on the run is complete, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. The shotgun, it's A-Rod. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On third down, Rodgers. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Now a deep ball toward the end zone. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg their second pick six of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's one pick six, but to get two pick sixes in the same game, this defense is on fire.
McPherson now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bengals add on to their already sizable lead. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Palmer now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. First down for Aaron. Again, working deep downfield. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete.
Good game, guys.
This one comes to an end. So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. And with an open date on the schedule next week, we'll be able to savor this one for a while. Rest up and ready to get back at it in 2 weeks' time. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night.